They found something deep beneath the ocean, and it changed everything. For centuries, we've gazed at the stars, searching for answers, for signs of life, for our place in the cosmos. We've built colossal telescopes and sent probes to the farthest reaches of our solar system. But what if the greatest mystery of all wasn't out there in the cold expanse of space, but right here, on our own planet, hidden beneath miles of water, in a realm of crushing pressure and eternal darkness? The deep ocean. It covers more than 70% of Earth's surface, yet over 80% of it remains unmapped, unobserved, and unexplored. It is the last true frontier on our world, a place more alien than the surface of Mars. We know more about the craters of the moon than we do about the trenches on our own ocean floor. And down there, in the silent abyss, something is waiting. It all started with a sound. Not just any sound, but a signal so powerful, so strange, that it defied all known explanations. In 1997, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, was using a network of underwater microphones, hydrophones originally placed by the US Navy to detect enemy submarines. During the Cold War, these sensitive instruments were listening to the heartbeat of the ocean, the seismic shifts, the volcanic rumbles, the calls of whales. But one day, they picked up something else entirely. The bloop. It was an ultra-low frequency, high-amplitude sound that rose rapidly in frequency over about 1 minute, and was of sufficient amplitude to be heard on multiple sensors across more than 5,000 kilometers of the Pacific Ocean. When scientists analyzed the audio profile, they were baffled. The sound didn't match any known man-made source, like a submarine or a bomb, and it didn't match any known natural phenomenon, like an underwater earthquake or volcanic eruption. The most unsettling part, the acoustic signature resembled that of a living creature. But for an animal to produce a sound that powerful, a sound that could travel across an entire ocean basin, it would have to be colossal, far larger than any known animal on Earth. Larger, even, than the blue whale. The biggest creature to have ever lived. The initial analysis sent a ripple of excitement and unease through the scientific community. What could possibly be that large? What could live in the crushing depths, unseen, unheard, until now? The location of the bloop was pinpointed to a remote point in the South Pacific, west of the southern tip of South America, a desolate, deep, and largely unexplored region of the ocean. The very name of this area on ancient maps evokes a sense of dread, the Pacific Pole of inaccessibility, the point on the ocean furthest from any land. It was here, in this watery void, that the sound originated. Speculation ran wild. Was it a forgotten species from a prehistoric era? A true sea monster from the pages of mythology, surviving in the abyss? This wasn't an isolated incident. Throughout the years, hydrophones have captured other anomalous sounds from the deep. Julia, the whistle, slowed down. Each one a unique, powerful, and unidentified acoustic event. Each one a puzzle piece from a picture we cannot yet see. These aren't just random noises. They are structured, complex signals. They almost sound intentional, as if something is communicating, calling out from the darkness. But who, or what, is it calling to? The abyss is a world of extremes. The pressure is immense, over 1,000 times greater than at the surface, enough to crush a military submarine like a soda can. There is no sunlight. The temperature is just above freezing. And yet, life thrives. Bioluminescent creatures create their own light, painting the darkness with ghostly blues and greens. Anglerfish with their luminous lures, vampire squid that turn themselves inside out, and giant tube worms that cluster around hydrothermal vents, feeding on chemicals spewing from the Earth's core. These vents, known as black smokers, are geological wonders. They create oases of life in the barren deep, supporting entire ecosystems independent of the sun. It was the discovery of these vents that fundamentally changed our understanding of where life could exist, not just on Earth, but potentially on other worlds, like Jupiter's moon Europa, which is believed to have a vast liquid ocean beneath its icy shell. If life can flourish here, In total darkness and under extreme pressure, fueled by chemistry instead of light, what else might be possible? What other, more complex forms of life could have evolved in these isolated, extreme environments over millions of years? The mystery deepens when we look beyond just biology and acoustics. For decades, sonar scans of the seabed have revealed strange, geometric anomalies, formations that appeared irregular, too structured to be natural, ridges that intersected perfect right angles, vast, flat plains that look almost paved. Most are dismissed as pixelation errors, geological quirks, or tricks of light and shadow, but some are harder to explain. In 2012, a Swedish oceanography team searching for a shipwreck in the Baltic Sea stumbled upon something extraordinary. Their sonar painted a picture of a massive, circular object on the seafloor, 60 meters in diameter, with features resembling ramps, stairs, and other strange structures. They called it the Baltic Sea anomaly. Subsequent investigations have been inconclusive, leaving its origin a subject of intense debate. Could these be the ruins of some ancient, unknown civilization, or simply a bizarre, yet natural, rock formation? The ocean holds its secrets close. Back to the bloop. 4 years, the mystery endured. The idea of a colossal, unknown creature captured the public imagination. It was a perfect monster story, grounded in real, scientific data. But science is a process of elimination, of testing hypotheses until only the truth remains. And in 2005, a new theory emerged. NOAA embarked on a mission to survey the Antarctic coast, the region south of the bloop's origin point. What they discovered provided a new, and perhaps more, terrestrial explanation. They recorded the sounds of massive icebergs cracking and breaking away from the Antarctic glaciers. As these mountains of ice fracture and scrape against the seabed, they produce incredibly powerful, low-frequency sounds. They call these events icequakes. When they compared the acoustic signature of these icequakes to the recording of the bloop, the similarities were striking. The frequency profile, the duration, the sheer power. It was a match. The official explanation was settled. The bloop was the sound of a non-tectonic cryoseism, the sound of ice, not a monster. For many, this closed the case. The monster was gone, replaced by the mundane mechanics of geology and ice. But for others, questions linger. While the icequake theory is the most widely accepted scientific explanation, it isn't perfect. Some acousticians point out subtle differences in the sound profiles. The bloop's rapid rise in frequency, subsweep, is still considered unusual for a typical ice. Was the case closed too quickly? Was it a convenient explanation for something that was too unsettling to contemplate? The truth is, we don't know for sure. The deep ocean is a black box. We send our instruments down into the crushing dark, and we listen. We interpret the echoes, the signals, the shadows, but we are only perceiving a fraction of the reality that exists down there. We are like Plato's cave dwellers, staring at shadows on a wall, trying to comprehend the true nature of the forms that cast them. The bloop may have been an icequake, or it may have been something else. The unidentified sounds continue. The strange sonar images still appear. The abyss keeps its secrets. We stand at the shore, looking out at the endless expanse of water, and we think we understand our world. But we are surface dwellers, living on a thin, fragile crust. Beneath us lies a realm as vast and mysterious as the universe itself. A world of silent giants, of hidden ecosystems, of secrets locked away by pressure and darkness. We've solved one puzzle, perhaps, but thousands more remain. And as we continue to listen, to probe, to explore the final frontier on our own planet, we must always remember that down there, in the cold, silent deep, anything is possible. Maybe it's still out there.